Hello, all you aficionados out there. I just realized that I forgot to reveal what I got from the local fish store after this video right here that I'll put right there. Well, so here's the story of the lovely lady. No, but for real, here's the story. I was in the local fish store the week before vacation, the week before I went to Myrtle Beach, in my live stream in front of 1.6 million fish with a protein skimmer and 100% water changes all the time in the background. If you were there for that live stream, then you get the jokes, and you know that they aren't really that funny. Anyways, before I went on vacation, I went to the local fish store, and I saw these fish. The ones right here. There's one there. There's three of them actually over here, right there. And I saw them. I was like, oh, what fry are these? And they're like, oh, they're not fried. They're fully grown. It's like, oh, they're nano fish. I'm like, yeah. Well, they had them labeled as Phoenix rasboras. So I was like, well, I'm leaving for vacation tomorrow. I can't really buy fish right now, obviously. It wouldn't be right to get fish and then just leave and, be gone when they're getting adjusted to the tank and not, checking out to make sure that they're feeding properly and that they're getting them adjusted to the tank properly. So I came back from vacation, obviously. Although I know we all wish we could stay on vacation. Came back from vacation and went to the local fish store again. And I went to the tanks where these were, and they were gone. It's like are the Phoenix rasboras gone, which I just learned the scientific name yesterday. But anyways, the Phoenix rasboras gone. And they said, well, if they're not in that tank, then yeah, they're gone. So they put all the sticker, and I was sad, and so then they said, well, we have a truck coming in tomorrow because it was Wednesday. So I was like, all right, what time does your truck come in? They said, well, actually we have two. We have one coming in at like noon and one coming in at like 3. So I thought, all right, I'll be in here at 4. Give them time to get all the fish in and settled and everything and acclimated to the things. So I came back the next day, as I said. When my daughter went down for her nap and my wife was at home, I was like, I'm going to the local fish store. She's like, of course you are. So I went to the local fish store after the truck came in and walked in, and the same guy that I talked to the day before, he's like, we have the Phoenix rasbora. I was like, yes. I was so happy. So went back and looked at them, and they were a pretty good price. So I was like, all right, let me get a few. So, anyways, here they are. I don't think this is their permanent home. This is their temporary housing. I have the DIY K1 coldness filter in here just to get it seeded with the beneficial bacteria. The permanent filter will be this sponge filter you see running right here, which I did a video on. I got an awesome deal on those. Check them out in the link below this video. Awesome deal on those. It worked out to be like $2.25 a piece for these when I got these sponge filters. So obviously, one great thing about this sponge filter is that with a nano fish, they're going to have small babies if I can ever get them to breed. And, well, this sponge filter is obviously fry safe. So, once I feel like this sponge filter has been in here for an adequate amount of time, I will take the DIY K1 coldness biological seeder and put it into some newer tanks that I'm currently in the process of setting up. So kind of It's not a permanent. It's not a permanent filter by any means. So, but my students also like to watch these things too, which is kind of a problem because they get distracted by the bubbles and stuff. But and the K1 Calden is moving. I think it's pretty funny. So, anyways, guess I'll get you a closer view because these are nano fish, so they're just kind of hard to see. So let me get a closer view here for you. Excuse the shaking for just a second. Ooh, that was really bad. That's worse than I thought it was going to be. There we go. That's better. So there's one. Oh, the glare is bad. Let's focus. There we go. They move so quickly. I went to a different local fish store and asked them if they had these, and I pulled a picture of them, and they thought they were a chili rasbora, which is understandable because they are very, similar in size and kind of coloration. These aren't as brightly colored, but they are different species, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I like them so far. I need to get some more plants in here, I know. It'll make them feel a bit more secure, but while I'm thinking about it, just a nice little shot of them, I guess. While I'm thinking about it, I have some I think it's Daphnia. Let me move it over and... Well, first off, I know there's a few mosquito larvae in there, which is probably too big for them, but we'll see. But the other little things in there, pretty sure those are Daphnia I got from my summer tub and guppy ponds. So let me feed those. I'll put the camera back on the tripod and I'll go ahead and feed them so you can actually see something happening, and they'll stick to the area where the food is. So let's get that set back up here. Alright, let's get it focused on the tank there. There we go. I think I'll just pour the Daphnia in there. This is just rainwater. Pour it over here. It's all in there. Let me rinse it just to make sure. Alright, we should see a little bit more action. Because usually whenever I feed them my micro worms, which is right here, they tend to be more active. Yep, I think they found the Daphnia. Let me take it back off the tripod and get a closer view here. It's a bit shaky for a second. So they aren't usually as skittish when they're feeding, because they're focused on feeding. There we go. See if we can. Also, you see a Dario in there, a Scarlet Batis. I really want to get some females, obviously. Those are so hard to find, though. And they're doing just fine. I know the Scarlet Batis or Dario tends to be more of an aggressive nanofish, but he tends to stay on the left side of the tank, and the Phoenix rasboras tend to stay on the right side of the tank. So the Phoenix rasboras remind me, they're skittish, darting around. Reminds me of how Celestial Pearl Daniel moves, which is kind of, I don't know, kind of crazy. It's kind of like makes me feel like I need to be super calm around them because I want to startle them. There's a nice little shot. Yeah, they're definitely feeding. Have a little mini nano, or I guess mini nano is kind of redundant, isn't it? They're having a nano feeding frenzy. And it's so much better. I took the camera with the tripod and can actually focus here. Anyways, I'll go ahead and take this time to do my usual spiel of please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Turn on the notifications, click that bell below to see the progress on these fish, see if I ever do get them to breed and see their future permanent home. Also see if I ever get a female Dario. That'd be great, or maybe a few females, get them breeding. Be really nice. But I think they're mostly done feeding now. If you have any questions or comments or requests for future videos, be sure to put those in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you found this interesting or enjoyable, and if you did not, give it a thumbs down and tell me below in the comments what I could do to make it better, other than my monotone voice, which I'm working on. I'm working on it. So anyways, I think they're wrapping it up here. Let me know if you'd be interested in a video of them feeding on microworms. Obviously that's really difficult to see the microworms because they are really small, even smaller than the Daphnia. In case you don't know what microworms look like, let me show you really quick. There are some microworms. That doesn't help very much, does it? Right there on the edge right there are some microworms. You can see a little bit of movement. There's the microworm. Look how small they are. So, comment below if you'd like to see that. I'll do that in a separate video. Maybe I'll be, at that point I will have a macro lens like Captain Spicy. He is the master of the macro. I do enjoy his macro lens videos of his snails. So maybe I think I figured it out. Put them in a smaller tank and feed them some micro worms with a macro lens. I think I'll do that. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. Comment that below. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. I think they're done with their nano feast. Keep it fishy, people.